Like, it took me 2 years, 18 months to get on stage. I was so scared of getting on stage. Do you know why, Lee?
No.
Because I feared that night.
Of being like a good comedian?
Yes, I feared exactly what was happening. I feared it. I was scared that my life was going to change.
That's freaky. Did you want it to change?
Oh my God, in the worst way. In the worst way, I wanted my life to change, Lee. I couldn't live like that no more. I was just a fucking disaster. I had become everything my mother didn't want me to become. Do you know what that feels like?
She wouldn't have liked you being a comedian?
I'm not saying that. But up to the age of 34, I had no fucking direction. Every move I had made was wrong. How fucking pathetic is that? The move I was scared to make, that was going to change my life. And I knew it. I knew it for 18 months. I knew it if I get on stage, something good might happen. But I would go, nah, nothing good's going to happen. I was so fucking scared. And here I was on my 34th birthday, showcasing for fucking Mitzi Shore. It was fucking surreal. It was fucking surreal. It was like when my mother died for 2 or 3 weeks. When somebody dies, you think it's a dream. For like a month, you walk around in shock. Your mind's really in shock. You don't really accept it. You tell your friends you're okay, but you're walking around like you got hit in the fucking head. You know? And here, that's how I felt like that night. Like, I'm 34 years old. I've never got it right.
So this is going through your head as you're pacing?
Oh, my God.
About to go on stage?
Yes. Sure.
You're not going over your material? You're not...
No. Sorry about that. No.
Holy shit.
You're not thinking about your material. You're thinking about why you're in this situation. I know people that have been up here for 10 years and they can't become a regular. You know, I know people have showcased for 4 or 5 times and they're way better comics than me. Obviously, I've seen them. Fucking, they're way better than I am. And Mitzi turned them the fuck down. I've seen them. They were way better comedians than I were.
But there was something she liked about you, and that freaked you out.
It freaked me the fuck out. I went up on stage. I did my fucking 10 minutes. I did 8 or 9 minutes because I got off as soon as I saw that light. I didn't want to go over that light at all.
That's so funny.
I did like my 9 minutes. I fucking did what I did on stage. And when I got off, she stopped me again and she goes, "Start calling in for spots tomorrow. You're a regular. Congratulations."
Oh. At any point, did you think about the people who had told you that she was going to love you? And like they were fucking right?
Yeah. It was Steve McGrew. It was just a couple certain comedians. But Steve McGrew was the guy that told me when I was 18 months in. He goes, "Mitzi Shore's going to love you." That's why till today me and Steve McGrew are such good friends, even though he's crazy on fucking Twitter. Give me some Tony Bennett. It's Monday. So now, you know, you sit there and you reflect and you go, "All right, Joey, so you got into the store after 6 fucking years. What the fuck are you crying about?" I'm not crying at all. I'm telling you the story of my relationship with Mitzi Shore. So after she told me I was a regular, she said to me that I should dress up like Fidel Castro and bring a cigar up on stage. I mean, she was just wacky, trying to throw me off. Now, let me explain something to you people. Getting to the Comedy Store is one thing. Staying there is another.
She would kick you out. She wouldn't give you spots?
I didn't say that. I said getting to the Comedy Store is one thing. Staying there is another. The night I got passed, she passed 3 other people. Those people are long gone. I see one guy once a year at Marie E.T. He's drawing pictures of some shit now. Getting there is one thing. Staying there is a complete different other picture. All it takes is her walking in one night and you're taking a bombing on stage, and it could be that quick. She gets a report that you keep bombing, you're getting high up there, that you're done. Like, you stop getting spots and there's no explanation, and then people end up in the psychiatric hospital. And I'm not kidding you, Lee. There was remnants. See, when you go up to the Comedy Store now, they cleaned it up. But for years, there was remnants of comics that were still left over from the Kennison days. That was still, like, fucked up on blows, still waiting for the party. I mean, it was fucking sad. It was sad. So there were all these remnants of all these comics that had hung out there for years that Mitzi that didn't make a regular. Like, they showcased like 13 times for her, and she never made him a regular, and they still hung out up there, and it was sad. So again, getting to the Comedy Store is one thing. Staying there is another.
And you wanted to stay there.
Now at this time, yes. Now at this time, the word on the street was if you got 2 spots a week, you were lucky. Okay? So you had to call in for spots on Monday. So you had 7 nights to pick one. Most people didn't call in for Tuesdays because it was Black Night in the main room. And that meant that the parking lot would get full and white people wouldn't come to the Comedy Store because it was surrounded by black people. This is a true story. So on Tuesday nights, comics would call in and call Wednesday through Saturday. What happened was, as soon as I became as soon as I got passed at the store, a week later they were posting for a job as telemarketers. So I applied for one of the jobs as a telemarketer in the afternoon. So I would sell cigars in the morning. And then at about 1, I'd go to the Comedy Store. And in those days, it was me, Shay Matash, I spoke to her 2 nights ago. She's a comedian in Las Vegas. The manager was Enz Mitchell, who ended up buying the club on Wilshire, a comedy club on Wilshire. He was the telemarketing manager. And the other guy that worked in the room was the guy I told you from Marie E.T. that I see once a year. And in those days, our job was to call businesses and give them free tickets.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.